Right, all right. So I am here with my wonderful student. Oh my goodness.
I
I love it. I love it. So, everybody, this is the great Willow Chambers. And
Hi.
and if you are with me on Facebook, you know I put up an announcement and it actually did a little video too about a recital that I'm going to have. Gosh, it's in 2 weeks. Can you believe it, Willow? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Okay, so Willow was doing so well in her lesson today. I said, you know what? I'm going to just go live right now. And I just wanted to talk about a couple of things that we were just talking about, just for a few minutes.
Hmm.
So, Willow, so first of all, in our last lesson, one of the things that Willow was doing is something that a lot of times artists will do. Young
Yeah.
artists. Now, I don't mean young as in kids. I mean grown-ups do this too. Sometimes they're like their hands are like, I don't know what to do with the hands, so they're sort of here. And so I gave her this exercise to sing the whole song with her hands out. I don't know if you even did that, but whatever you did, she just went for broke, and you just got to come to the. Okay, it's gonna be on the 17th at 6 p.m. Pacific time,
Yep.
17th of July, Saturday. That's a Saturday. So I'm not gonna have her do the whole thing, but how did you just go from like here to just this really great presence? You said a little bit, but can you share that?
Yeah, so pretty much when it comes to singing a song, especially a theatrical song, you kind of have to do the best that you can and put in a lot of effort when it comes to facial expressions and the way that you sing and the way that you move your body, especially if you're on stage, because you don't want people to see you just standing there looking stiff and stuff. So you have to kind of try your best to, like what Dr. D said, go for broke and act like you're in a movie or something, and that this is like the biggest audition in your life because you don't
Absolutely.
get a second chance sometimes.
There you go. That's so true. That's so true. Okay, so we're working on one of the songs that she's going to sing is Tomorrow from Annie. And do you feel like you're able to connect with the character? Like, in other words, because you're giving me a lot right now, and it's really
Mm-hmm.
wonderful. So, how have you been able to connect where you can really deliver this song the way you're delivering it?
Like relate to her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, like in terms of Annie, she's waiting for the day that she'll get adopted, and she's she just tried to keep the faith alive throughout this song, and I can connect to her because sometimes there are times when I'm like, man, when am I gonna have an audition? When am I gonna do this? When am I gonna get an opportunity? And I know that it'll happen one day, and you just have to keep keep on having faith in yourself, and you have to keep on working hard towards whatever dream that you have. And that's how I was able to connect to her, just keeping the faith alive and in hopes of, yeah,
I love
that's
it.
how I connected.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So you find something that's the same. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
you're not facing the hope of being adopted. You're not facing having been orphaned, but you can feel that place of desperateness or where you're just desperate rather, and you're just wanting something really badly, and you're
Mm-hmm.
keeping hope alive for what might happen tomorrow. So
Yeah.
let's work a little bit on the part where we were working. So one of the things we
Okay.
were doing, we were talking about, we were just cleaning up some actual intervals, you know? So sometimes you just got to take a song apart, and especially if you learned it very quickly. So when I'm stuck with a day, before Willow was going, when I'm stuck with a day, without, and some people might not catch that, but you
Mm-hmm.
know, right here I catch stuff. But because she had never worked that specific section, we kind of just took it slowly and went over and over, right? And then we were working on the modulation and keeping the air all the way through. So can you start the track actually at that spot where when I'm stuck with a day?
Okay.
Let's just see where it is. She did not know I was going to go live. I was like, "Hey, Willow, let's go live like right now." She's like, "Right now?" She said, "Okay."
Yeah.
About. She's ready.
Okay.
Wait, Willow, you should say how old are you?
Oh, well, I just turned 13 last month, so I'm like a new teenager right
You're a
now.
teenager. Not even a whole month ago, but just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
So you want me to start it like a couple seconds before?
Yeah, yeah. And then you can catch into it. And can you actually maybe 5 seconds before that, and then you can move back and so you can kind of
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of my seat right now. Okay.
or this will be a virtual concert, by the way, if I didn't say that. So guys, you'll be able to watch it right here on my channel.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, can you hear it? Okay. I'm gonna...
No worries. You can just pick it up wherever.
Till there's none. When I'm stuck with a day that's gray and lonely, I just pick up my chin and grin and say, oh, the sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may, tomorrow, tomorrow, I love ya, tomorrow, you're always a day away. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love ya, tomorrow, you're always a day away. Oh.
Oh, that's right. Pick it up right there. Oh, what?
Way.
Yeah, yeah. We didn't work on the ending, but it was
Yeah.
sounding so good. I didn't want you to stop. That was good. That was good.
Thank you.
So here's what was lovely. One of the things that we talked about when she does the modulation, I just stick out my chin. No, I messed it up. I just stick out my chin and grin and say, oh, the sun will come out. So when we get to sometimes when you're doing something and it's at the low end of your range, this is what we talked about before we came on, you can't you need to stay, you have to keep the energy up. So what was happening is because it's low, of course she was going strong on say, oh, but then the sun will come out because that's just the bottom end of her range. So we have to cheat. One of the ways you cheat is you just add more diction, and it's almost like halfway speaking, and you did that beautifully. The sun will come out, right? You don't have to go, the sun will come out. Yeah, because that sounds crazy.
Yeah.
But you did it wonderfully. And you've got this song is so well written. So you got that S, that explosive S, sun will come, and you got the C right behind it. So you use those consonants to be able to propel the sound. One of the things that you did well, sometimes when we practice, especially in the midst of performing and there's nerves and all that, and again, I just surprised you with, hi, we're going live like right now in the midst of our lesson. So you did not take as much air as you wanted to on that modulation. I know that, but you kept it going. The other thing, I know you didn't say stick out my chin. You said something else, but it did not matter because you did not let the wrong word stump you. That's so important to performing, and that's where I see Willow, the mature performer, because you've had so much experience doing theater and acting and all of that, and so you just kept going. And people who don't know the song, they would be even not knowing it. It didn't bother me because I'm like, she kept going, and you just stayed right there. So that is a bravo, bravo, bravo.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh! So how did that feel?
It felt pretty well, especially in comparisons to the last lesson that we had.
Hmm.
So
Night
yeah,
and day.
practice is
Night and day.
helpful for sure.
You better say that. Say that again.
Practice is helpful for sure.
Yes, ma'am. And you know what? It's how you practice. So are you practicing at home? Are you practicing with the track? Are you practicing without just listening? Like how are you practicing?
So I
For
usually practice.
last year, last week to this week in particular.
Yeah. So I've been practicing at home. And first I'll like listen to the track and see where like the melodies and the tempo is, and then I practice on the track. And yeah, and I did listen to Annie singing the song
Hmm.
a bit to help with like the pronunciation
Hmm.
and the
Hmm.
way that
And the
it's done.
phrasing. So you were listening to that a lot, the original recording, but
Hmm.
then you just listened to the track without her voice. So you just listened to the performance track a while, huh?
Hmm. Yeah.
So important. That is really, really important. I was just finishing up another lesson talking with a student saying, you if you don't know the track, you can't do it. You're not going to be able to, because there's no pianist behind you that's going to change, kind of like if a person singing in church doing just a freestyle, Amazing Grace or something, and the pianist can just follow them. It's not that. The track is going on with or without you. So if you're listening to the track over and over and over and listen to what the other instruments are doing, listen to what is the tempo. Is the tempo doing an accelerando, meaning getting a little faster? Is there a retard, meaning getting a little slower? What is it doing? And so you are, I mean, girl, look, braids up to you. Okay, I'm just saying.
Thank you.
No, you're doing a stellar job. I can't wait for this recital. We want to invite everybody. Everybody, please come on. So it's Willow and Gwyneth is my younger student, very, very new to this whole thing, but still also very talented, just not as experienced as Willow, and also about 3 years younger. They are two powerhouse girls, though, and they are doing it. And I have absolutely no doubt that I am going to be listening to, watching them, cheering them on really, really major stages in their adult life. I'm going to be the little old lady in the front going, yes, I got her voice lessons. Ah, that's me. And then they're gonna ask me to stand. I'm gonna have to start standing like 5 minutes beforehand. So when it's time, I'll actually get. Anyway, bravo. Our lesson time is up. Don't go anywhere yet, Willow. But
Hmm.
thank you so much for letting me just, like
Of
go.
course.
Let's do it. You are the bomb diggity. That's an old way to say you're really absolutely amazing. All
Thank
right.
you.
Thanks everybody for watching.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, as soon as I know. Hold